Hello, how are you doing? We are continuing our playlist in the Brahmacharya playlist. Specifically today, we'll be going over Celibacy Promotes Concentration. So without further ado, let us begin. By the establishment of continence, vigor is obtained. The yogi gets siddhi, or perfection, by attaining perfect mental and physical brahmacharya. Brahmacharya helps him in gaining divine knowledge and other siddhis. When there is purity, the rays of the mind are not dissipated. So guys, physical brahmacharya is not enough. For the perfect brahmacharya, it must be mental and physical. Your thoughts must be pure and you must be pure physically. Okay, this is how you maintain perfect brahmacharya. And we included this image here because we understand all the rays of energy we receive come from the universe. And these 7 rays, feel free to check out our video on this channel of the 7 rays as well, that we go over in depth what the 7 rays are. But these 7 rays, when you're in full purity of brahmacharya, none of the rays of the mind are ever going to be dissipated. You will receive all 7 of them. Focusing of the mind becomes very easy. Concentration and purity go together. Because if you cannot concentrate or have a pure mind, this leads to agitation, anger, frustration, etc. and doing things you normally won't do because you're not concentrated, nor do you have a pure mind. Although a sage talks a few words only, a deep impression is produced in the minds of hearers. This is due to his ojas shakti, which is conserved by the preservation of semen and its transmutation. So the more you preserve, the more it transmutes, right? It transmutes from the ojas to the tejas to transmutable sexual energy that's being used in different facets of your life and different dimensions of time as well. So here we have a GIF that shows the process of the kundalini, right? We have a process that shows that it's climbing from the sexual chakra, from the perineum, all the way up to the skull, to the pineal gland, right? And we see how this climbs all the way up, outer, and it comes out to almost a torus-like movement around the body. This is the auric field around the body. A true brahmachari in thought, word, and deed has wonderful thought power. He can move the world. If you develop strict celibacy, vichara shakti and dacharana shakti will develop. Vichara shakti is the power of inquiry. Dharana shakti is the power of grasping and holding the truth. So as you continue your journey in brahmacharya, like we explained, you will receive gifts that are not necessarily going to be in the physical plane. It will be you receiving downloads of information, intelligence, thoughts from different planes of reality because you have been blessed with it. If a man persistently refuses to yield to his lower nature and remains a strict celibate, the seminal energy is deflected upwards to the brain and is stored up as oja shakti. Thereby, the power of the intellect is intensified to a remarkable degree. So we understand that the lowest nature of our body is the physical plane. This is the lowest nature, okay? And the sexual act is the lowest nature that we could be in. The highest plane of reality is the atmic body, or spirit, quintessence, akasha, or ether time space. This is the highest, right? So therefore, if you can control the physical plane, these planes above will be able to be controlled. The buddhic body, the casual body, the mental body, the astral body. The power of intellect that you will receive will be remarkable. Humans are already very, very intelligent and creative. But when you allow your sexual energy to reach to the top of the pineal, it will allow your corpus callosum to allow both hemispheres to move in cohesion. No longer will you be stuck on just using the left hemisphere brain, which is mainly using the logical thoughts and which is mainly used for societal functioning today. You get to use both hemispheres. They will be intertwined because of this sexual energy. The intellect becomes sharp and clear by continence. Continence increases infinitely the power of retentive memory. The strict celibate has keen and acute memory, even in old age. Everything is memory. The reason you're even here today is because of memory. Semen is a form of memory. Everything is acting off a form of memory. Therefore, understanding how this vital life force can increase your own memory, right? The hippocampus is very, very special. This is the part of the brain that controls memory. Now, the hippocampus will be more powerful the more sexual energy you have that's reaching the brain. And even in old age, you will still be very, very full of energy, full of strength and vigor the more you retain. A man who has the power of brahmacharya can turn out immense mental, physical, and intellectual work. He has a magnetic aura around his face, the glow. He can influence people by speaking just a few words, or even by his very presence. He can control anger and move the whole world. So under brahmacharya, you will learn how to control yourself. And this is the biggest person that needs to be controlled, is yourself. You need to learn how to control your mind, your body, your breath. These things have to be controlled by you, the user. And the more you're able to control those things, you're able to influence the outer world without doing things narcissistically or arrogantly. You will be doing things naturally for the greater good of the cosmos. That's why this magnetic aura you receive is a gift. And it is a gift for those that earn it. Look at Mahatma Gandhi. He had acquired this power by constant and careful practice of ahimsa, satyam, and brahmacharya, non-violence, truth, and celibacy. He influenced the world through this power alone. Through brahmacharya and brahmacharya alone can you get physical, mental, and spiritual advancement in life. Brahmacharya is the only way to grow beyond the physical planes. There's plenty of ways to grow in the physical planes. But if you want to grow in the Atmic planes, the Buddhic planes, the planes of existence beyond the physical, it will require brahmacharya and strict mental and physical brahmacharya. It is worth repeating that a true brahmachari possesses tremendous energy, a clear brain, gigantic willpower, bold understanding, retentive memory, and good vichara shakti. Swami Dayananda stopped the carnage of a Maharaja. He broke the sword with his hands. This was due to his power of brahmacharya. Jesus, Sankara, Janandava, and Samarth Ramdas were all brahmacharans. So Jesus represents a very, very symbolic number. Jesus never ever spilt his semen, similar to Shiva or Krishna. This is why he was awakened, enlightened, and the symbolism of Jesus passing away at 33 is the same thing that symbolizes the 33 vertebrae within our spine, the same 33 that allows from the coccygeal to the pineal. This is the elongation of the brain. Alright, so brahmacharya truly is the practice of enlightenment and reaching the higher planes of true godhood and truly understanding the creator through this reversal. Have you realized, my dear friends, the importance of brahmacharya? Have you recognized, my dear brothers, the true significance and glory of brahmacharya? How can you expect to be strong and healthy if the energy that is acquired through various means with great difficulty and at a great price is wasted daily? It is impossible to be strong and healthy unless males and females, boys and girls, try their best level to keep up brahmacharya or the vow of celibacy. So, like we mentioned for men, the sexual act, or at least the release of this sexual act, it's very costly, right? Your body is doing its best job. It's giving its best proteins, best plasmas, best bloods, fats, bone marrows every time you ejaculate because it wants to give out its best stuff to give a new life. That's why, in order to maintain strong and healthy energy, it's essential to take up brahmacharya, or the vow of celibacy, and understand the true power of this potent life force. Even among electrons, there are bachelor electrons and married electrons. Married electrons manifest in pairs. Bachelor electrons exist singly or singularly. It is these bachelor electrons only that create magnetic force. The power of brahmacharya is seen in electrons also. Friend, will you learn some lessons from these electrons? Will you practice brahmacharya and develop power and spiritual force? Nature is your best teacher and spiritual guide. So as a human, we look to nature as the macrocosm, because us as human are a mixture of plant, animal, and human. We are the triad of the three, and we are the microcosm in this macrocosm of this cosmos, of nature, of all the elements. So we can recognize how this is directly tied into us as human beings, and how even electrons, these small atom-like particles, can be represented as a similarity between the microcosm and the macrocosm. Through brahmacharya, get over the miseries of mundane life and attain health, strength, peace of mind, endurance, bravery, material progress, psychic advancement, and immortality. One who has perfect control over the sexual energy attains powers unobtainable by any other means. Therefore, dissipate not thy energy in sensual pleasures. Conserve thy energy, do noble deeds, and practice meditation. You will soon become a Superman. You will commune with God and attain true divinity. So my brothers that are aspirants on this journey, understand your true essence. Semen retention, brahmacharya, and this practice will lead you to who exactly you're supposed to be. This will lead you to the great work. You will commune with God, and you will attain divinity the longer you go. So with that being said, guys, this has been Celibacy Promotes Concentration. So feel free to like the video.